Did you know that during TennoCon they announced the death of the Mark 1 weapon? That's right, the Mark 1 weapon will no longer be available in Warframe, which I was torn as to how I feel about this and decided to completely ignore, at least for now, because the first weapon you ever get in Warframe is a Mark 1, after you basically deal with these. Starting, of course, with the melee weapons, and I still think it's funny that the fact that the first time you get them is from a store type thing and you have a choice between the Mark 1 bow or the scanner. Just the scanner. No Mark 1 scanner, just the scanner. This is one of the reasons they're kind of phasing out the Mark 1 things, because even when it comes to the second weapon you would have got, it was, oh look, a Lato, or, well, the Mark 1 kunai. The best choice of all of them basically came with the primary, where you had the Mark 1 Paris, or, yeah, the Mark 1 Bratton. They kind of announced it at Tenno Live, and yeah, because of the whole Abyss of the Dagath coming in October of 2023, this is their... To be honest, it's looking like the next update they're actually going to do at the end of October, because, you know, August and September don't need any kind of content for the game whatsoever. They're aiming for the Abyss of Dagath at the end of... Yeah. We will find out more about that soon. Hopefully it comes in the middle of October, not the end. But it does specify right here, removal of flawed mods and Mark 1 weapons. That is what spiked everybody basically turning around and asking, what about the mastery? The mods, nobody seemed to care about those. It is a bit of a loss, but yeah. It was the Mark 1 weapons and the mastery behind them. What are they going to do? Are they going to become legacy weapons? Like the Snipertron? The Ether daggers? The Ether... I want to say Ether sword, but I think it was more of an axe. These are weapons that still exist. You can still get them, but only at certain times. There is a few weapons that are like this now, and it kind of seemed like the Mark 1s were going to be that way, apart from the fact they said removal of Mark 1 weapons. This would be the first time they straight up removed something. Digital Extreme do not remove stuff. I have waited since Tenno Live on the 26th of August till the 11th of September for them to specify what they meant by removal of the Mark 1 weapon mods. And as they stated yesterday, after the changes to Mark 1 weapons and the Flawed mods were first announced at Tenno Live and that whole thing, they thought they'll provide some clarification finally. I mean, technically it's been a little over 2 weeks, but this is something they should have jumped on very quickly. The Mark 1 weapons are not being removed from the game. I didn't... Hang on. The fact that E wasn't highlighted there was going to bug me a lot. I didn't think they were going to remove these, which is why I never mentioned it. A few people asked why I didn't mention it. That's why. They're called legacy weapons. They will never remove weapons they have already released unless there is something really wrong with it. So you don't need to worry about missing the mastery. They will be swapped out in Vor's Prize quest. Okay. The footage was from the Awakening quest, because technically you can come in and do this and get a hold of some other weapons. Yeah, the Awakening quest is actually the first quest now. It kind of replaced Vor's Prize, even though, yeah, you can, after Deviri, you go on to do Vor's Prize, kind of skipping over this quest. And yes, I did actually fact check that one by looking it up, and after Deviri, completing Deviri unlocks Vor's Prize quest. Which, there's just got to be something there, transition between it, explaining going from Deviri to Vor's Prize. It does, but in my opinion, it doesn't do it very well. The Mark 1 weapons will remain in the marketplace, available for credits. They already are. This will remain. They are removing them from Vor's Prize, and they will probably be replaced with a full-blown Bratton, a full-blown Furax, full-blown Boar, Furus, Kunai, Strun, and Paris, and the Mark 1s will still be left in here for people to pick up if they want them, because they are available with credits. And this isn't a, oh, the blueprint is available with credits. No, this is the Mark 1 Bratton. You can buy it with credits. It's not a platinum-based weapon. If you are playing Warframe for the first time, the Mark 1 weapons are the easiest thing to... Even if you are starting over and you get a normal Bratton, once it's kind of leveled up, you can still pick up new weapons and get new mastery levels by picking these up because they cost credits to buy them, not platinum. Which is why I've always kind of liked it. There was other weapons that were available with credits, but that's kind of changed and they were replaced with these. These will be staying. It even specifies here. They will be swapped out in Vor's price to the standard version and they will remain acquirable, Mr. A again, via the in-game market for credits. They are already in the marketplace for credits. All they are doing is, and I don't know why they says they will, they will cover the Mark 1 weapon changes in details in the dev stream coming later in September, when they basically admit everything here. The Mark 1 weapons will be removed from Vor's prize, replaced with the standard version, so you know the Mark 1 will just be removed from the names and they will have better stats to them, and the Mark 1 weapons will remain in the marketplace viable via credits. Yep, that's already there. So the mastery will still be obtainable. They have done this lots of times in the past. This is why I keep saying legacy weapons. Because the Snipertron, it was the original sniper weapon of the game, but they went and used this skin on a different weapon and replaced it completely with a different sniper-based weapon. The only way to get it is basically when certain events turn up, and I'm saying that loosely because I cannot remember exactly which ones they are, but... Plague Star and Dog Days, if I remember correctly. I will check on that in a second, but this is what I mean by legacy weapon. Nakak, I do believe you actually sell this literally right now. Nope. It is literally just during Plague Star the Snipertron turns up. I kind of thought it turned up during Dog Days, but it doesn't. Yeah, I'm just going to leave this on the screen and try my hardest not to laugh. As for the whole removal of the Flawed mods, I'm not sure what they're going to do with this because, yeah, True Steel, Redirection, Vitality, these are lower point mods that grant you, literally, more damage to a shotgun. I don't know why I went True Steel. Shield capacity, health, it's Steel Fiber I was thinking of, armor. I don't know where Serration is here. Do I not seriously not have a Flawed Serration? Warframe's ability strength, ability duration. These mods are all, there it is, Flawed Serration. I knew I had one somewhere. These are all mods that they will be replacing, but I'm interested to see what they replace them with, because this is for new players to be able to, well, it's 10% extra damage and it only takes up 2 mod points. Let's just ignore the partially leveled up ones. It takes up 2 point mods instead of it being 15%, and it takes up 4 points. That is harder to fit into a new weapon that has no catalyst in it that maxes out at 30 than that is. So that's why I'm interested to see what they do, because the Flawed mods actually have a place. They just don't have a place for very long. They will see what's happening with the Flawed mods in the September dev stream later this month. And that I'm looking forward to seeing what they're going to do with them, because I'm more interested in that, because the Mark 1 weapons were always going to become legacy weapons that would still be available. We just didn't know how. They have confirmed they will stay in the marketplace. They are just being removed from the quest to which you get them from, which they kind of already are anyway. With that, we'll leave this off here. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.